Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead, and welcome back to the Alley House. So this is basically a building I put together based off my daughter's plans. She designed this, and I kind of put it together. I think it's pretty much what she was expecting it to look like. I have made some slight modifications as time has gone on because there's been a couple of leaks and things. So I've added a couple of extra bits and pieces inside, like double insulating with a polycarb and things like that. But it's given me this growing space that I can actually use as a potting shed. So a lot of my things that I sow, especially during this winter period, will be done in here. To that purpose, it's probably about 4 o'clock at night now. And we've started getting these really, really dark nights. So probably from about 4 o'clock, that's when you start, unfortunately, not having much in the way of daylight left to actually do anything. So I managed to get myself some really good floodlights, Amazon specials, really cheap. And looking at this so far, hopefully, as long as they last a bit, they're going to be fine for what I need them to do. So I need them probably for periods of time to actually start planting some of the other seeds and things I need to plant. So the reason I've come down tonight really is to try and get some of the things planted that I am aiming to kind of grow over the winter period. So the chilies are going to be coming out. The plants have started dying now. So we've gone past November the 5th. November the 5th is basically historically over the last 5 years when I've started losing most of the chilies. And the plants, quite a few of them are still okay. But the fruit on them, I'm harvesting as much as I can. A lot of the fruit is kind of past its best now as well, and there's some of the green ones probably won't ripen in the light levels that we've got now. So I'm planning on basically having a last harvest, hopefully over this weekend, and then seeing which plants I can overwinter, which plants will need to come out, and we'll go from there. That gives me then the growing space inside the polytunnels for things like mustards and chard and spring onions, and hopefully I can probably start getting some brassicas sorted as well. So things like kale and cabbage and that sort of thing, I should be able to actually do some of these kind of winter plantings, hopefully for the early spring, summer. So hopefully we can get those sorted as well. The other thing I'm planning on doing today is making a start with the Giant Onion Challenge, which Pete Trenouth on his channel, I will link it in this video. He's basically came up with this idea that, okay, let's see if we can get how many people can grow these really, really massive onions. And some of these onions, if you've been to the Malvern show, which is in Worcestershire, every single year they do 2 shows. They do a spring show and they do an autumn show. And the autumn show is where they have the giant vegetables. So if you actually go there, you see some of these ginormous onions. So the challenge really from Pete was to try and get some really, really big onions sown, and we can hopefully, we'll see who grows the biggest. Now, there's people across the pond, so Ali at My Rusty Garden is giving some a go. She has kindly sent me some Kelsey seeds. So this is another nice big variety of onion. The actual challenge ones are Elsie. So Elsie are from Foster's Seeds, and I've sent a few of these to people as well over these last few weeks. So good luck to those people. But I'm planning on hopefully planting or maybe part of what I've got left today, and then leaving some to plant in Boxing Day, around that sort of time, which is kind of the traditional time to plant onions. So all of my spring onions, or a lot more of my spring onions, will go in then as well. Although I'll be planting some more spring onions again today. It's something that you can grow all the way through the year, albeit they don't grow very quickly in this kind of cold and darker kind of periods of time. They do like the sunlight to swell and make bigger onions. So what we've got here is we've got some container wise nice module trays, and I filled them with Levington F1, which is a seed compost. I haven't started these seeds off, or I'm not going to start these seeds off in anything that's got nutrients in it, because it doesn't really need it. Everything within a seed, that particular seed itself, everything in that is everything it needs to start its journey into actually becoming a big plant. So that's what I'm going to let these do. Hopefully they're going to grow. There's two parts to this particular competition or challenge, one of which is you can grow them under grow lights and grow them with heat, and the other one is kind of no heat, no lights, no grow lights or whatever. And I'm pretty much going to do all of the onions, I think, probably without heat and probably with that extra light. So I'm probably not going to fare too well compared with some of the other guys that are going around, but I'm going to give it a go. Onions is not my thing, so whatever I get is going to be a bonus. So we'll make a start. So I've already used the finger method, and I've put a lot of little holes in all of these, and I'm only going to put one seed per module so I can see what kind of germination rates I've got. So I'm going to do Kelsey and I'm going to do Elsie, and we'll hopefully get those going. Right. Okay, so I've got a couple of module trays here, all nicely prepared with the little holes in and everything. So what we'll do, again, this is going to be no surprises. There's nothing really rocket science about planting seeds. Make a little hole in a little bit of soil, get your seeds, and then what you're going to want to do is, like I said with these, I'm only going to put one seed per hole. Let's make sure I've got the right one. So this is Kelsey, so hopefully we should have something coming up from these. I know some of the other guys that have planted the giant onions already have got them under lights, they've got them on heat, they've got all manner of things that are helping them out already, and I think that is probably the way to get really, really big onions. If you were to kind of go into the competition as a straight, definite competition that you were wanting to try and break world records, you want to try and take something to Malvern maybe, to be able to exhibit and kind of amaze the people that actually go to that particular show with the actual produce that you've been able to make from just these tiny little seeds, a little bit of soil, a little bit of TLC, and actually getting something that potentially you're probably going to be able to eat for about 3 months. The size of some of these actual onions that you get from these is absolutely ginormous, and unlike a lot of the other giant vegetables, this is one that you can definitely eat, and it will definitely taste like onion, albeit maybe a little bit not quite as strong as some of the smaller ones you can get. It looks like from this I've got a full module of these, and that's given me a few left, which I shall plant again probably a little bit later in the season, just to see if that makes any difference when it starts getting warmer. Germination rates will probably improve as it gets a bit warmer. In this area it's been down to minus, just past -1-ish, and over the last couple of weeks it's been down as far as 2 degrees in most of the buildings. I'm going to actually put these into the new build next door, and I think it's the lowest it's got is about 2 degrees, but it's been kind of around 10 for the majority of the time. And light wise, it gets quite a bit of light. There's plenty of nice little shelves I've actually made in there that I can actually put these on quite nicely, so they should hopefully get a bit of light as well. But I'll say I'm not adding any other light to this. I'm going to water it with rainwater. Again, I don't want to waterlog these, just a little bit. This cold weather and potential freezing temperatures you can actually get the soil freezing. Nothing will probably grow through that. So having these buildings that I can actually start some things off in is ideal. And hopefully these should be okay just in those buildings to actually grow. Let's see if I can get a tray. Avoid the bag of bones I've got there. Right, so this is going to go into one of these trays, and then that will go next door. Also means that when these start growing, if this starts drying out a bit, I can actually water from the bottom. I can just water into the tray and it will take it up from the bottom. I'm just going to lay that on there. Not going to put any pressure on that. Right, so that was the Kelsey. So again, thanks very much, Ali. Really appreciated. Right, we'll go for the Foster seed. So this is LC. Comes from a world record strain. So this is one of the reasons why we're trying this particular variety, because it's been known to make these absolutely gigantic, massive onions. Right, I'm probably only going to plant half of these. I think I've got about 40 left in this one, and I think I've already sent probably 60 others off to people. Kind of 10 each. Thing about gardening is it is really, really nice to actually spread some of the joy around and help people kind of with their growing experience and their growing kind of I guess the time that they spend with their particular plants and things. And it is really nice to actually help to enable people to get a little bit more enjoyment out of it. Okay, I've got, this will be 5 rows, so 5, that's just 25 potentially I'm planting now, and I'll probably leaves me about another, oh, there's about 25 in there I think. Okay, so I think I might have lost one then, those more observant people. I'm just going to basically cover everything, but I think I've only got about 5 rows here, so everything up to here is got a seed in it, and I will take it, as I say, next door to my absolutely fantastic little growing space that I made there. So the new build was a device, it was my own design, similar to basically what Ali made here or designed for me here, and it will hopefully, again, it's actually probably warmer than this one. This one has been kind of down to 1 degree. Next door it's only gone down to 2, so it is at least 1 degree more warm. Right, let's get another one of these trays. So one of your best buys you can get is these trays, because again it just gives you that ability to water from the bottom. Okay, right, so that's my 2 trays of giant onions. Right, okay, so this is a little bit of a video from the door here. So you can see it's already gone pretty dark. Got lots of the green lights. I started putting more green lights up once the Halloween period came in. I have removed some of the Halloween stuff, but there is still quite a bit that is still there. Right, let me just go round to the new build. Okay, it's quite bright in here. Let me just take one of these round to the new build. Okay, try not to fall over. Absolutely looks gorgeous, my plot at night. There's loads of lights. So there we go. The bug house, I'm not sure there's much in the bug house. It's difficult to see at the moment. And there's lights in the polytunnels. Brings the moths in. Okay, well, the dead body's still there. Right. So we'll go into the new build, which hopefully should turn on. Yeah, so these are motion assisted lights. Okay, let me just set the tripod up. Try not to make you too seasick. Right, shall we put it there? Let's put it there. Will that work? Oh, I don't know, it's going to fall over. Maybe there. Okay, so I'm going to put these here. Again, these will get some light. These floodlights come on every time there's any motion in here, which unfortunately with potentially rats around, there might be a little bit. This is my lovely lemongrass attacking me here. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna mulch it and see if it can last. See if I can get it to last over this cold period of time. We're supposed to be getting snow on Tuesday. I'm still going to try and come down because it's going to be quite interesting looking at my plot in the snow. I haven't seen my plot in the snow, I don't think. Maybe once. So we'll see how that looks like. So right, I'll go and grab the other one as well. Okay, so that's my giant onion challenge seeds, or at least some of them set up for the challenge for 2024-25, and good luck to everybody else that is having a go at this. Hopefully we'll get some nice big onions. It's going to be an achievement, whatever. I think anyone who manages to grow something of a decent size will feel pretty pleased with themselves. I think I know I will, because I know onions isn't my thing. I know that anything that I grow, I'm going to be pretty pleased with, even if it's just a normal size onion. But yeah, we've all given it a go. I think I'll try and list in the description as to who else or what other YouTubers are having a go at this. So hopefully you can follow us all and see how badly we're doing. At this point as well, I'd also like the opportunity, or take the opportunity, to just thank Danny from GrowUp, that's his channel, for inviting me on his live the other night, last Thursday. So really appreciated that, Danny. It's really nice to have a chat with people that I guess have the same interests, the same kind of values in kind of helping people with the things they're doing, and helping to kind of spread this gardening lark that we do to many more people. And also Tony Smith, we had a nice chat a couple of weeks back. Again, quite a difficult conversation, I think, in some respects, in that we kind of talked a lot about health issues and things like that, and it was kind of, it's nice to have that conversation. It's not often you get to have a conversation, especially with somebody who's actually been going through it. So all the best to you, Tony. Hopefully onwards and upwards, and things will carry on improving in that respect. Hopefully no more scares. Should be good. Right. So also, I'd just like to thank all of my subscribers. I've now passed the 900 mark. 900 subscribers. I never thought I'd get 12, never alone 900. So thank you guys, all those people that do enjoy watching what I'm doing. It is something I was relatively new to. I'd never made videos really of myself before. I'd never even thought about it, to be honest. But kind of having that opportunity to kind of show the ups and downs of what I'm doing, and I know there's going to be a lot more probably downs than there is ups in the way I do things. But I know I've got a lot of good things that I've grown. There's a lot of really good recipes and things like that I've made with the things I'm growing. So it's really nice to be able to kind of use the things that you're actually growing in some of your things, your recipes that you're doing. So again, thank you so much. Really appreciated. And with that, I think now it's gone really pitch black outside. I think we're looking at it's nearly 5 o'clock now, and it's absolutely black out there. I'm going to basically walk back to the car. I'll show you kind of the lights as we walk back. and we'll call it a day for tonight. Call it a night for tonight. So all the best, guys. Take care. Bye bye.